Hey everybody, today is Good Friday, but I know that with the announcement last night of lockdown being extended by a further 2 weeks, a lot of you woke up this morning not feeling that good. I've struggled to stay positive this week and to find the motivation to do all the things I need to do. The coronavirus has brought so much change in such a short space of time, it is really difficult to deal with. Not all the change has been bad though, and what I've appreciated about lockdown is the opportunity to prepare and eat all of my meals at home. Not being rushed, I can savor the flavors and taste of the food that I eat. Eating is something we do with all 5 of our senses. Food may look and smell good, but it's only when we put it in our mouths and taste it that we truly know whether it is good or not. That reminds me of what David writes in Psalm 34, verse 8, where he writes, "Taste and see that the Lord is good. Oh, the joy of those who find refuge in him." In calling on us to taste and see, David is asking us to slow down, focus on God, and fully experience his goodness. And what I'm reminded of on Good Friday is that the God we are invited to fully experience is not a stranger to our experience, our suffering, and our fears. When we look for God, we don't see a God who's remote and removed from us. No, as Paul says in Hebrews chapter 2, verse 9 and 10, what we do see is Jesus, who for a little while was given a position a little lower than the angels. And because he suffered death for us, he is now crowned with glory and honor. Yes, by God's grace, Jesus tasted death for everyone. God, for whom and through whom everything was made, chose to bring many children into glory. And it was only right that he should make Jesus, through his suffering, a perfect leader, fit to bring them into their salvation. On a Friday, nearly 2,000 years ago, Jesus experienced with all of his senses the horrors of crucifixion and death. He did that for you, so that you would not need to taste eternal death, but could experience new life in Jesus. Jesus knows your fears, your discouragement, and your doubt. The infection of sin leaves a bitter taste in our mouths. But today, I invite you to taste Jesus. Jesus promises us in John chapter 16, verse 33, "In this world you will have many trials and sorrows, but take heart, for I have overcome the world." Have a good Friday, everybody, and happy Easter.